Good morning. We're going to learn how to ride the horse a little bit. First, you learn how to get up. You're going to hold the reins in place. You don't want to get on the horse without having the reins on your hand. Grab the saddle, put your foot, left foot, and now we're going to jump and get on the horse. We're not going to pull on the saddle because that could put too much stress. We're going to get up. We're going to jump and get up on the horse. Getting close to the saddle. 1, 2, 3. Let go. Quieto. Okay. So once we're on the horse, sometimes they get a little bit nervous at the beginning, but once you're on, they're going to relax. First thing is the position of your legs. You want to make sure that your legs are in a relaxed manner. You don't want to put a lot of stress and pressure on your legs because your legs and your knees and your feet are going to hurt. Usually a lot of the pain in horseback riding comes from too much stress on your legs, on your body. So it is important that you try to relax as much. The foot should be on the stirrup. The ball of the foot should be in. Your feet should not be inward. They should not be totally outward. They should be in a comfortable, normal position, lined up with your leg. Your knee and the tip of your foot should be all in line. Your heel should go down. Don't put your heels up like this or bend them like this. Try to relax. Put a little bit of pressure on the ball of your foot so the heel goes down. Heel down. That's a comfortable position. Again, sitting down should be comfortable. You want to be relaxed. You don't want to be too close to the head of the horse. He could hit you. You don't want to be sitting too far back. Only if you are going downhill or steep uphill will you change the position. If you're going downhill very steep, you will put your weight on the rear of the horse and give him some room so that he can look down. That's going downhill. If you're going steep up, you will probably need to move closer to his front legs and try to keep as much of the weight in the forward. Okay, the reins. The reins are used to control your horse, so it's very important that you hold the reins properly. Western style riding is usually with one hand, 2 reins. They need to be in a position where you have some contact. In here you have no contact with a horse. In this position I have a little bit of tension. That means I have contact with the mouth of the horse. This way he will be able to respond to your hand movements. If you ride not the Western style like the English style, you're going to be holding one rein in one hand. Then to turn to the right you go this way, or turn to the left you go this way. But these horses of course will respond to either way. I can do the same thing with my Western style one hand riding, which is this way. Okay, now to move forward, to make a horse move forward, he's going to sense your body. One of the things we're going to tell him is with the heel you can hit him a little bit in the belly. Of course, just the movement of doing this, it will make him go forward. Some horses are very sensitive, some horses are not so sensitive. So it depends on your horse on how much of an encouragement you're going to give him. You don't want to make the horse stop. You're going to pull on the reins a little bit. Again, how much you pull depends on each horse. So I'm going to make him go forward. I'm going to give him a little kick, and I'm going to loosen up the reins a little so that he doesn't feel that I'm putting the brakes and kicking him at the same time. Loosen the reins, make him go forward, turning to the left, coming around. Now, there's one go that way. Now I pull the reins and I stop. Many times the horse is not some kind of a machine, so he'll probably get impatient or something. He will need a little bit of encouragement. If he doesn't want to stop in his place, You can make him walk around, bring him back around to the same spot, pull the reins and stop. Then he'll know that you're also in charge. Okay? One thing you don't want to do is allow your horse to go backwards. That is dangerous. If that happens, then you want to make sure that you kick him so that he goes forward. If he gets afraid of something in the front, a car, something that scares him, the first thing he's going to do, he's going to go backwards. And one of the most common responses for people is to pull back on the reins. So I'm afraid, I pull back, the horse is going back, you're pulling back some more, the horse will start going backwards, he may rear up, fall down, hit a horse behind, get hurt. Okay? Let's see, what are we talking about next would be safety. So in the sense that the safety of you riding the horse is really not so dependent on the horse, it depends on you. That means you have to be able to conduct the horse and to bring him through areas that are safe. So you may have a tree, some branches that could scratch your face. You're going to have to conduct the horse, go right, left, stop, do whatever it is that you need to do in order to put you in a safe position. The horse will just go wherever he wants to go. He's not going to look after your safety. Part of the safety is you need to keep some distance from the horse in front of you. If there's a horse in front of you, maintain a half a horse length. Also, the guy behind you should have at least a half horse length behind you. Same thing besides you. You don't want to get too close to the other horse. You could hit your knee and get hurt. You want to make sure that the horse is in front, beside you with at least a few feet of distance so that his leg cannot hit you. That's one of the measurements that you have to think about, is how far could he reach with his leg and kick you. That's how far that other horse wants to be or needs to be away from you so that you don't get hurt. Another safety issue could be some other horse or a cow tied with a rope on the road. You want to make sure that that you're not stepping over that rope. Sometimes it happens that if you have this rope, you step over it, and just at that moment the animal will tense the rope and it will trip your horse. These are the kind of obstacles that you have to be aware to make sure that you don't get into trouble. Okay. Some horses, I said, when you stop or you wanna wait for somebody else, they will get a little bit impatient. That's normal. You can make them go around the same spot until they work off a little bit their impatience. That's quite normal. What else? I guess the next thing is when we're riding this horse, we're gonna keep the position. That means if you have, we're gonna line you up. Somebody's gonna go first, second, and third, and we want you to maintain that position. If that position changed for some reason, it is important that you get back to where you were before. That's the safest way, is to have them all lined up. If you're going side by side, it's okay, but there could be some competition. Make sure you don't let your horse bite the other horse, that kind of stuff. Finally, to get off the horse, we want to make sure first that the horse stopped. We don't want to get off until he's completely stopped. We're going to hold the rein in one hand. We get off the horse and continue to hold the horse, otherwise you may lose it. If we're getting somewhere, you may need to tie your horse. Of course, I'll help you with that, but anyway, we have a rope here. You want to untie that rope. Usually in the same place where you untie the rope, you want to make sure that you tie the reins so that they don't fall off the horse and the horse steps on the reins. So we have the rein all secure in here. We have the rope in hand. Now we can go ahead and tie that horse. If we need to walk the horse, we just hold him from here or from the rein and just pull him next to you on the right hand side is the best position. Okay, so that's all for now. Good luck on your ride. Thank you.